And here we go. Let's take a look at our first pick. Pack one, pick one is a Sting Shot Sniper. 3 cost, double ruby threshold. With a Elf Ranger with 2/2 with flight and empower. When this attacks, it deals damage equal to its attack to one random opposing champion or troop. Now remember, if we empower this doubles all the numbers on it. So this becomes a 6 cost 4/4. When this attacks, it deals damage is equal to 2 random opposing champions or troop. We see Trufflehead, Silverrook, Death Mask Ravager, and Brood Bounty. Easy pack one, pick for us. That Sting Shot Sniper is going to be huge for us. Evasion and a little bit of spice mixed into it. If this wasn't here, if this was something else, we could consider the Trufflehead, Deathmask Ravager for that. Maybe Skitters if we want to try to go Spiders. Someone's going to go Spiders in here, and it should be very, very interesting. But obviously, Sting Shot Sniper is going to be our pick for pack one, pick one. So definitely want to try to use this to our advantage. Ruby Blood, Ruby Sapphire would be nice, but again, should be interesting. So, pack one, pick one, we find a Sting Shot Sniper. Hopefully you guys are excited about the event today. I know a lot of people were interested in seeing what was going to happen between all of us here, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. It is a nice first pick. Wow. Closed Coffin. Somebody took another card out of here, but it wasn't Closed Coffins. 3 cost, double blood. If an opposing troop would die, void it, and each opposing troop with the same name in its hand. Action with Empower. Deal 3 damage to target troop. Deal 2 damage to that troop's controller. Remember, we can empower this, which means we make this a 6 cost, and it deals 6 damage to a troop and 4 damage to a controller. We see Midnight Specialist. I can feel that Alucard may be looking at this Midnight Spiritualist if it comes over to him. Nobody chatting, too many client windows to watch, too much data to process. Yeah. I think we just go ahead and take the removal here. Burning Tendrils, a great pickup for us. And it's looking pretty good. Looks like Ruby is going to be the way to go. Looks like it's going to be the way to go. So I am not purposely playing music in the background because there is going to be a VOD and Havoc's going to mix all this stuff together. So I apologize if you're used to having music on the stream. It's just something we're not doing currently. So in this pack, 3 uncommons. We see a second Midnight Spiritualist here. 5 cost, single diamond threshold, 3/1 Necrotic Cleric with flight. When this dies, create a phantom for each different threshold you have. Put it in your play. That is a Alucard card if I saw one. We also see Blade Flourish in Blood. We see Nightmares, Wailing Rider, Ghostblade Duelist. See Storm Dancer as well. Some Ember Tongue Skarn action. So some really good cards here. Nightmare could be really good. And we can go Blood Ruby. Wouldn't be too bad. Wailing Rider is also another solid pick here. 5 cost, double blood, 2/5. Shift and Rage 2. Diamond looks pretty good here as well. I don't think we're a Totemist or Spiritualist. We're not Death Liturgy. I think we just snag the Nightmares here. All right, so in this pack, wow, look at this. We see Air Evolution, 3 cost, single diamond threshold. Target troop you control gets flight. Troops you control with flight get +1/+1. Pretty strong. We see Midnight Paladin. Someone is building a 5-shard deck, and that someone is Alucard, if I had to make a guess. 4 cost, single blood, 2/2 with life drain. When this enters play, it deals 1 damage to each opposing champion. For each different threshold you have, we see Pale Harvester, Sylvan Bard. See a Fury Chant. We also see Ruin Web Cultivator in Sapphire. 4 cost, double Sapphire threshold, 2/4 Venom Ranger with flight. And if you have Venom Allegiance, that means you have a Venom in hand or in play. When this enters play, you create 4 Spiraling Eggs for each opposing champion. Put them into their deck. Blood is only Blight Vines. I actually like the Cultivator. That's a second Wailing Rider. But I like the Ruin Web Cultivator here. So gives us a couple options to go. We can go Blood Ruby, Blood Sapphire. And we kind of mentioned that earlier, that might be a possibility. So we'll see how things go as the draft continues. Again, this is the 8-player Streamer Showdown between us, Alucard, Dinotropia, Haki, Havoc, Mokog, Sithos, and the Motivation. So in this pack, we see another Nightmares. We also see, for the uncommons, we see Fungus Among Us, 2 costs, single wild threshold. Put up to 4 target troops in your crypt into your deck. Create a shroom pin for each troop. Put it into your deck this way and put it into play. Midnight Fever, not a really good card. That's the second Sylvan Bard. Another Canyon Runner. We also see another Nightmares. So Nightmares could definitely be an option. Another Storm Dancer. We're seeing Diamond Wild actually being pretty decent as well. And a Cyclone Rider. We could try to go for the Evasion with Flight. 3 cost, single Sapphire, 2/1 with Flight. Prophecy when the center's played, the next action deck gets -2. This is a tough call. Refute here. Definitely a lot of wild cards. There's definitely a lot of wild cards. I think we'll grab the Nightmares. I like the idea of Blood Ruby better. Wow, that's the second Fungus Among Us. That is interesting. We also see Fire Dancer. 2 cost, single Ruby threshold, 1/2 Elf Rogue. When this attacks, it deals 2 damage to each opposing champion. Makes Blood Ruby a little more enticing. We could play some Yodel action and do some extra damage, get our Nightmares out, do some more damage, and gain some health. I like the idea of that Fire Dancer, so we'll go ahead and snatch her up really quickly. Looks like everybody in chat has muted themselves, which I can understand that, but I still think it would be kind of funny if we could talk back and forth as we're making our picks. Because I would totally troll them. I'd be like, oh my god, I just got an Infinitrix out of my pack 2 pick 1. I don't know how well that would go over, but I think it would be hilarious, personally. All right, countdown is getting down. Midnight Paladin, Gale Force, Splinter of Bowkrug, Dire Spider. We also see Seeing Red. Seeing Red, 1 cost, single Ruby threshold. Target troop gets +3 and must attack. And Crazed Raider. Stingshot Sniper with a Seeing Red is kind of nice. Crazed Raider is also a good troop. 2 cost, single Ruby threshold, 2/1, Rage 1, and Empower. That means we can make it 4 cost, make it a 4/2 with Rage 2. That could be pretty good as well. Deadeye Enforcer as another Ruby troop. 3 cost, single Ruby, 2/2 with Crush. I kind of think we take the Crazed Raider here. So in this pack, Grave Offering, we see Brood Bounty, Cloudwalker, Cottontail Explorer. We also see Duskwing Scavenger. 5 cost, double blood threshold, 1/3 when this enters play. Void Troop in your crypt. This gets plus attack equal to the voided troops attack. So I'm rooting for Snake. Thanks, man. We also see a Hex Cruciator, Dire Spider. I actually kind of like this troop because, again, if we're pumping some troops up and they get there and they go to the crypt, this could be, get +4, +5. That could be pretty decent. Grave Offering could be interesting. Hex Cruciator is also a good card. 3 cost, 2/2 when the centers play. Gain a threshold of your choice. Whoever's going multi-shard probably will want that. I think we're going to grab that Duskwing Scavenger. Brood Bounty ×2. Cloudwalk, Bleed Out. And really, there's no Ruby card, so Ruby's getting snatched up pretty well here. Sapphire is coming around. With that Ruined Web Recluse. Not really a card that people play. Maw the Hunt could be interesting. I think Time Flux might be something we go for. We'll put Time Flux here in the reserves. Blood, again, we're Nightmares and Duskwing, but we're still early in the draft, so we could find some stuff in pack 2 that could shift us over to Sapphire. So definitely want to keep our eyes open. If we find a Flickering Gobbler, that would be a good reason to go Sapphire. So we could definitely do that. Brood Bounty, back-to-back-to-back Brood Bounties. Interesting enough. We see Blade Juggler here, 4 cost, single Ruby threshold, 4/1 with speed. If you have Elf Allegiance, meaning an Elfin player in hand when the centers play, gain 2. I'd take the Cloudwalk, it's so good. Could be. Could be. I think we'll take the Blade Juggler here. Basically, playing this card for 2 with speed and 4/1 if you have an Elf is pretty good. If you want to try to get some extra damage in. Death Mask Assailants would be nice in pack 3. But we'll see. All right, so in this pack, we see Ghostblade Duelist. Now, if we're gonna go if we're gonna go Ruby Blood, Ghostblade Duelist can do 2 damage. That also pairs with our Nightmares, which could be pretty good. Concuss can be an awesome card for us as well. 2 cost, single blood threshold. Deal 1 damage to target champion. That champion discards a card. And Wailing Rider. Basically, Concuss and Ghostblade Duelist. I like the idea of us being able to remove some cards from our opponent's hand. It also does damage directly to the champion, which is great because then Nightmares can also trigger off of that. We're getting down to the final 6 cards. Nothing super exciting here. Ruby Infusion Device. Bosmo, what's going on, man? Pale Harvester, Ghostwalker. We'll take the Sapphire Infusion Device out. And I will get some Hex music going in here once I get to my settings. So we'll get that started as soon as we get into deck building. I believe I can change the options there. Fungus Among Us still here. We also see Refute and Sylvan Bard. I guess if we're going to build a Sapphire Reserve or maybe even go into Sapphire Refute is okay. Interesting enough to see that Fungus Among Us. So if you see that one, we'll probably see the one directly after that. So you said take Harvester. Yeah, that could have been something we looked at. So in this pack, Expert Blade Crafter, Junk Welder, we also see Map Spot, and the Trotting Buffalo. None of these cards are great. Mapbot is not really awesome at all. I guess we'll take the Blade Crafter out. Star Touch Watcher, Dire Spider, and Deadeye Enforcer. Guess we take the Spider, second Spider. And Maw the Hunt is our last card. So now we're going into pack 2. Kismet, what do you got in store? Oh my gosh. It's Orchinoko, which is not in our shards. There's a cleave here. But I can't give up Orchinoko, right? I just can't do that. If going Ruby Blood, the dwarf that brings the 1-cost artifact back is not bad. I think I have to take Orchinoko out. Like, that is a game changer. Orchinoko, 3-cost, single wild, single diamond, 3/3. This has +1 for each health you gain this turn. That is so freaking bad for us right now. Like, I would take Cleave, like, there's so many, like, that would be a huge card for our deck if we're going to go Ruby Blood, but I think we just, and the Lyrical Chanter, yes, but I think the Orchinoko should be something we eliminate post-haste, which is kind of sad. I wish we had a rare, something we could use, but on the bright side, no one is going to be using Orchinoko now, so... yeah, I think that's what we do. Man, that sucks. Orchinoko's so strong. So strong. Savas Evocation is in. 4-cost, double Ruby Threshold. Deal 5 damage to target troop. At the start of your turn, if this is in your hand, this transforms into one of the following at random. Savas Brilliance or Savas' Familiar. The Brilliance is the same cost. Gain 6. Gain double Ruby Threshold. At the start of your turn, if this is in your hand, this transforms into one of the following, the Evocation or the Familiar, and the Familiar is a 4-cost double Ruby 4/2 with Flight and Speed. At the start of your turn, if this is in your hand, this transforms into one of the following, the other 2 cards. We also see an Ember Tongue Scar. We also see Azure Fang Decree and Sapphire. Take the Cleave. Life Gain deck is not being drafted. Sure of it? I don't know. I'd rather eliminate it from the pool. That cost me a Cleave, and that may cost me later, but I think that was probably better for me in the long run to eliminate the Orchinoko. We'll see. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be nobody in Wild Diamond, but I guess we'll find out. So not too bad. We see Flame Spitter. We see Emberleaf Invoker and Ghostblade Duelist. Flame Splitter, 2-cost, single Ruby Threshold, 1/1. When you play an action, create a Blaze Elemental, put it in your hand. There's some decent cards here. Emberleaf Invoker. We see another Nightmares. Emberleaf Invoker could be good for a 7 cost, single ruby threshold, 5/3 when this is in your hand. This has cost -1 for each damage dealt to an opposing champion this turn, and it has Crush. Could be a solid pickup. Ghostblade Duelist here as well. And another Nightmares. Yasi says, take all the Nightmares. Yeah, I mean, that's 2 health, 2 damage, and 2 health gained a turn. Two damage, 2 health gained a turn. And it's Flight, which has evasion. Night Sky Prophet Wild looks pretty crazy. Diamond looks crazy. I'll take the Nightmares. Okay, so in this pack, we see Vex Storm as the rare 6 cost triple Sapphire. Each champion draws a card for each card they control. Put each card in play into their controller's deck. We see an Ashwood Cinder Stump, 4 cost double ruby, 2/2. When you play an action, this gets +2/+2. And Swift Strike this turn. When you play a card with a cost 5 or greater, this gets +2/+2 and Crush. Hatchery Malvoker, Azure Fang Decree, super, super bad. We also see an Eggblight Stalker, 3 cost, single blood threshold, 2/2. When this deals damage, an opposing champion create 3 Spiderling Eggs. Put them into their champion's deck. The Cinder Stump could be pretty nice. Could be pretty good for us. Interesting enough, that Eggblight Stalker would be good. Seeing Red would be interesting as well. But Ashwood Cinder Stump, I think, is a great pickup for us. Seeing Red on Nightmares wins games. I would agree. Seeing Red on Spiders could help. Seeing Red on a Sting Shot Sniper would be pretty good. So we see Silver Rook, we see Seeing Red, and we see Prez. We're just going to call him Prez because I have a hard time saying that name. Silver Rook could be really nice for us with all the Nightmares. Could be. Seeing Red could be great. Skitter the Arachnid could be also pretty strong. That's another Songbird. So options are Skitter, Seeing Red, Silver Rook. Seeing Red's in action. We could put it on the Cinder Stump. That would be an 8/8 Swift Striker. That would be pretty good. Or, I'm sorry, 8/6 Swift Striker. Silver Rook, though, could be decent. I think we'll take the Rook, actually. All right, so in this pack, we see Blade Flourish, and Split Skull Gladiator for the blood cards. We also see a Blood Infusion device, which this kind of goes back to what Pirate TV was talking about bringing the dwarf that brings back single cost artifacts. So this could be decent with that. Split Skull Gladiator is a 3/2 for 3 with Empower, so we can make it a 6 cost 6/4. That could be decent. Blade Flourish could help us get some card draw and +2. But I think the Blood Infusion device is great. We're trying to do as much damage as possible to our opponents. Blood Infusion device will allow us to do 3 damage to our opponent. And if we're playing Yodel, that's up to 4 damage. All right, so let's take a look in this pack. We see Grim Martyr, 6 cost, double blood, 5/5. With sacrifice this, draw 2 cards. You have the shift ability. We also see Blade Juggler, Blight Vines, and another Dire Spider. Blight Vines is actually not a bad card either. It's a 4 cost, single blood, 3/2 common. Undead Plant, you can pay 2 if you have a blood threshold. Discard this. Target troop gets -1 and -1 this turn. Could be a good, decent little combat trick. I'm not really a fan of the Grim Martyr. Personally, Blade Juggler, I mean, there's nothing else here that screams like, hey, pick me up. So I think we'll take the Blight Vines. May or may not use it, but I think it's a good way to take care of pesky 1 defense troops or help with a blocking scenario. So in this pack, wow, there's some interesting cards here. Shard Prism, gain a charge when this is in your hand. You can pay 3, discard this, gain a threshold of your choice, and draw a card. We see Eagle Claw Orb as an artifact. Single cost socketable miner. Sacrifice this. Target troop you control in your hand gets all the socketed powers of this. Could be pretty good. Shield Bash, Young Seer, Satyr Song. Shield Bash actually is kind of scary. It's a 1 cost single diamond threshold. Target troop gets +1/+2 or a +1/+2 this turn. You can empower it where it gets a 2 cost 2/4. You say Impulse or Spider. Eagle Claw for evasion is good. I actually like the idea of Impulse. And again, it's another thing that can go off the Ashwood Cinder Stuff. So we see the Ruby Infusion device. We also see an Eagle Claw Orb. So 2 artifacts that we could possibly snatch up here. Eagle Claw Orb for the evasion could be good. I like also the ability to give a troop +1 +1/+1 in speed. I think late game it's pretty decent. Like we can do something with it. Now we just need to find that that dwarf that can give us a 1 cost artifact back. If we don't find it, that's not the end of the world. But it's one of those things that we can definitely use. Midnight Convergence. We see a Gemsoul Deathblade. If this wasn't bugged, this would be a decent card to pick up, but it is, so it isn't. Right? I guess that makes sense. Nelliburn Vanguard, I think we take out. Early if you need shards. Yeah, I could agree with that. I could definitely agree with that. I definitely could agree with that. Yeah, Deathblade would be pretty nice if it wasn't broken. It would definitely be a solid pickup. We also have the Sapphire Infusion device, so I guess it's something we could... Actually, no, because I need 2 Sapphire to make that work. Ghostblade Duelist could be good in our deck, especially playing YOLO. We could get 2 damage in. Darkfell Terror Cutter, Servo Servant. I actually like the Ghostblade Duelist here. If it were like Benvolio and you kept them if they were shards, that'd be different. Yeah, I think that's true, Ossuary. I think that would be kind of powerful, though. Maybe a little too powerful, maybe. Maybe not. It's only 2 cards, so maybe not. So another Gemsoul Deathblade. We see Ruinweb Recluse, Nelliburn Vanguard. I think we just take out the Vanguard. That guy can just be kind of scary near late game. And I don't think I need another artifact. I think we probably keep the Blood Infusion device. We'll take the orb and stand it in the reserves until now. By the way, thank you guys for being here. I'm going to toss everybody who's currently in chat 25 V-creds for hanging out. Appreciate that. So we see Quell, Ghostwalker, Expert Bladecrafter, Treetop Guardian, and Shadowtail Rider. We'll take the Treetop out. It will stop our flyers, so I think just removing that is makes a lot of sense. Pirate says the Rider for the 1 damage kill. All right, so Spirit Roar, Solemn Crypt, Midnight Fever. I think we just take out the Spirit Roar. Shenzu, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. So as far as removal, we've got Burning Tendrils. I guess technically Blight Vines can be removal. That's really it. Not a lot. Sting Shot Sniper, I guess. Pack 3, what do you got for us? Blamsack. You son of a gun. There's this, though. There is this. Okay, so Blamsack is our rare 5 cost artifact. At the start of your turn, this deals 3 damage to each opposing champion. When you're dealt damage, sacrifice this. So this does 3 damage for 5. This does 3 damage for 5. As long as I don't take damage that turn. There's the multi-twitch. Yeah, but there's a Death Mask Assailant. Like, that's just... There's a Shadowblade Assassin. There's Playing with Fire, which doesn't really matter for us. You guys think I should grab the Blamsack? I don't know. I don't know, man. I like the Death Mask Assailant, like putting that on something and just smashing in. But that's 3 damage, 4 damage with our champion power. Okay, I'm going to try it. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. We see Ashwood Blade Master, 3 cost, single ruby threshold, 2/1 with Swift Strike. Elves, if you pay 3 elves you control, get +1. We see Emberleaf Duelist, Pyro Knight. As far as blood, just touches Zentoth and Hatchery Broodguard. I think we take the Blade Masters. We'll take the Blade Master. Coincidentally, Blade Master partners with Sting Shot, so that's actually not too bad. So in this pack, Quetzal the Gorecaster, 7 cost, double ruby threshold, 4/6 with flight. When a champion is dealt non-combat damage, create a Scarless Raider for each damage dealt and put them into play. We also see Boomsmith and Fury Seeker. As far as blood, I don't know. Quetzal Gorecaster actually might be pretty decent with us. It actually could be pretty decent for us. If I could survive, it could be decent. I think the safe play is to go the Boomsmith. It's 2 damage. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a heck of a lot of sense. A Boomsmith for 3. Exactly. A Boomsmith for 3 just makes more sense here. Wow, another Boomsmith. We also see Vampiric Kiss and Fiery Indignation. Fiery Indignation, Vampiric Kiss, and Boomsmith. So we have a second Boomsmith, a Vampiric Kiss, or a Fiery Indignation. Actions are good too, because we do have the Cinder Stump. So do we go Boom, Night Sky, Fiery Indignation? Boomsmith gives us a troop and 2 damage, possibly 3. Vampiric gives us 2 damage, possibly 3 with health gain. Fire Indignation gives us 2 damage or 5, possibly with a 5 cost. Scorch is what I'd take to set up the Nightmares. I don't know if that's necessarily the way I'd go. I think Vamp Kiss. What? Yes! Rotcast, 2 cost double blood threshold, destroy target opposing troop with cost 3 or less. There's also a Rotting Knight, 3 cost double blood threshold. When this is socked with a minor gem, it gets +1/+1. We also see Gem Soul Feeder, Merciless Color. You take Boom. Well, I didn't. I'm a terrible person. I didn't take it. So, currently 5 costs or greater. We do have the Dustwing Scavenger. Maybe that is something I bring in. Maybe I do actually use Dustwing Scavenger. Maybe it is something we use. I don't know. I like where our deck is so far. We've got Rotcast, we've got Vampiric Kiss, we've got Burning Tendrils for removal, Sting Shot Sniper as well. Vamp can hit the champ and end the game. That's another good point. We see Merciless Color, Earthcaller, Spider Spawn, Vandalize. So, Merciless Color could definitely be something we look at. Interesting enough, we've seen a lot of Vine Lashes go through. There's definitely going to be a happy wild player. I think we just grab the Merciless Color, and we will go from there. So, oh, we have Savas Evocation technically. Yeah, I know, and we still got some time to tweak around it. I mean, I could dump the Duskwing and bring back in the Blam Sack. I mean, that's 3 damage, 3 damage from that. So it's definitely something we can look at. Playing with fire, we also see Ashwood Soloist. This could be some early ramp for us. There's also an Emperor's Lackey for an early 2-drop. 2 cost, single blood, 4/4. At the start of your turn, this gets -1/-1. Sacrifice another troop and revert this. I don't think playing with fire is the call. Ashwood Soloist is debatable. Wildcard is looking really strong. Sapphire with cripple. I think we probably... I think we take the Emperor's Lackey. It's a good 2-drop. We can consider sacking it when we're going in. Ashwood Solos could give us a little bit of a ramp, but I think we take the Lackey. We drop a Spider, and we're getting closer to our deck of 23 cards. Damage, 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 damage. Another Emperor's Lackey. We also see Bloat Cap, Hatchery Broodguard, Royd, Fury Seeker, Pyro Knight. Do we just grab a second Lackey? Do we grab the deck of 24 cards? Emperor's Lackey. Second one. Maybe we played instead of the Spider. We just dump both Spiders and play 2 Lackeys. That seems okay. I just feel like we don't have anything else to really sacrifice to keep that going. Playing with fire, that's another playing with fire. Predatory Prey, interesting enough, is still here with Night Sky Stargazer and a Spiritbound Spy. And an Incubate. I think we probably cut Predatory Prey here, as it is removal. I guess maybe no one's in Wild. Maybe we just dump the sack, not the Spider. We can take a look at that. Maybe we get rid of... There's also Gossamer Tier, so I don't know if anybody's playing a Chant deck. But I think we just take out the Predatory Prey. Grim Assimilation is still here. We also see Wrathwood Large, Pyro Knight, Touch of Zentoth. Now, Touch of Zentoth could be a game winner for us as well. Target troop you control gets unblockable when this deals damage to an opposing champion. That champion creates a spiraling for each damage dealt and put it into their deck. So Touch of Zentoth could actually be a card that gets us, pushes in that last bit of damage that we need. Like, imagine Touch of Zentoth on an Ashwood Cinder Stump. It basically becomes a 4/4 unblockable. I'm actually going to bring that in reserves. Rotroot Enchanter, Creepy Conspirators, Fury Seeker, and Lithe Lyricist. Maybe we pick up the Fury Seeker. I'm just interested. I'm just surprised to see Lithe Lyricist and Rotroot still hanging out here. Scorch. It made it back around. It actually made it back around. Seems okay. That sneaky 1 point of damage. That sneaky, actually technically 2 points of damage with our champion. So that could actually be very, very good for us in the long run. Definitely could be good in the long run. So we'll definitely take a look at our deck. I kind of like where we're at. I really do. We see Gilded Lyre, Merry Minstrel, Sacred Seeker, Thunderfield Enchanter, and Metal. Gilded Lyre, 3-cost artifact. You can pay 2 and exhaust this to exhaust a troop you control. Prevent all combat damage that we dealt to and dealt by target attacking troop. Seems like a decent card we can put in the reserves and use that later. So Scrapyard Dynamo, Stinkhorn Soup, Giant Spider Spawn, and Epiphany. I feel like no one is in Wild, so maybe we just take out the Epiphany. Like, there's a lot of good... When a when you see the amount of cards in Wild go by that we saw, kind of makes this like multi-twitch was killing your CPU. I bet it was. I bet it was. I bet there was a lot of bandwidth being used. Pyro Knight could be a decent card we bring in, and Scrapyard Dynamo. So there's our deck. I like the idea that we had the Scorch that came back around. So let's take a look at what we have in our deck and what we have left to work with. So let's go ahead, remove Diamond, remove Sapphire, remove Wild. We'll leave the artifacts up. Let me turn some music up. Audio. Okay, so actually there's
Havoc said, well, Hexed Havoc said that was interesting, winking face. Alucard 2004 said indeed.
All right, so we have
Sitha said signals so hard to read.
Fury Seeker, Blamsack. We have let's take a look at our ratios.
The
15
motivation
troops.
said I like my deck. Hexed Havoc said feel free to unmute etc. now.
Alrighty.
The motivation
Maybe on
said
the
I
alley?
you hope you all hate yours.
Good, what's up? How did you feel?
What's going
How
on,
you
guys?
feeling? You guys feeling good?
I'm feeling alright. I'm feeling pretty good. I didn't go colors that I normally, they're not the strongest colors. I know this for a fact, but
The
I did
motivation
get
said
some
I'm
very
still
good
deck
synergy. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Let me put it this way. I was in the colors that were completely open.
I don't know. There seemed to be one color in particular that was way open.
I saw two.
Yeah, there was two colors, and I'm the only one who took them. So I was just like, wee.
You're probably rewarded for it.
Yeah, quite a bit. Feel free to guess. I mean, I'm sure you know, but yeah, if you want to, I'll confirm or deny if you like.
You don't have to say anything, but
Why?
I think it's best you don't.
Wild Diamond was
Doesn't-
open.
Yeah, that's my colors. It indeed is my colors. But yeah, like knowing what colors I'm in, I don't think matters. Like, doesn't really make much of it. I mean,
Spoiler.
you'll be able to tell by obviously knowing what was there that what type of deck I have. But as soon as you see my champion, you're gonna know anyway, pretty much. But yeah, so how you guys think your deck is, or like what? And if you want to tell me your colors, feel free to do so.
Tier 1, just saying.
Oh.
You guys didn't get the Infinitrix?
Oh, you got that, did you? Oh, nice.
I got 2.
You got 2? Oh, nice. All right. Well, yeah. Why did we invite Alucard to this? Damn it!
I'm not playing them.
Oh.
Just got the value.
Yeah, you just taking them. Yeah.
So
Alright, no
these
worries.
guys can't hear me right
Sent you
now.
as
So
well,
the question is, we have 41 cards.
Nah, dude, let's be reasonable.
Is there something we want to take out in place
So
of
these
something?
other guys
Like
don't
we're
wanna
playing
talk with us.
Blamsack
How
for the
rude,
fact
how
that it
rude.
does 3 damage.
Some
Technically
are
4.
still deck building. I probably should do the same. I mean, my deck's
I'm
built.
still deck building too, but
Oh, well, mine's done from the.
All right, I'm going to mute them for a second. So, at the end of your turn, this deals 3 damage. So, like, we're really looking at doing as much damage as humanly possible to our opponent via quick damage, Vampiric Kiss, Silver Rook, Blood Infusion Device. We got Sting Shot Sniper, which is always nice. I don't know if Nightmare's coming into play. Is there something we bring in? I know Pirate was talking about Dire Spiders. We could definitely consider that. Pirate says Alu's decks suck. I don't know. We'll see. We definitely have the Eagle Claw Orb, so we can use that for evasion. We have Gilded Lyre if we feel like there's something really nasty we want to take care of. I guess that's a good reserve card. Blade Master partners up well with the Sting Shot Sniper. Fury Seeker could be a good card late. Emberleaf Duelist is that damage per turn with Silver Rook. I don't know. I like the idea of just blam-sacking somebody at the end. I really do. I really do. I like the idea of blam-sacking somebody. Because it's like the card people don't play normally. Spiders are good. That's a good point too. That's a good point too. That was a really good point. All right, so I feel that like maybe in a game like a Merciless Color is not, especially against spiders, is maybe not a good card. And there's definitely a spider deck there. Yeah, it shouldn't definitely take that long. I think we'll leave it in, and we'll see how it goes.
Deck though.
Wait.
So who else rare drafted? I did some rare drafting. Couldn't help myself.
I picked one card as a rare because I was like, not only do I need it for my collection, but it kind of fits what I'm going for, so screw it.
I did pack
I mean, if you're
2.
playing it.
Pack 2, I had to. It was out of my shards, but I was like, there's no way anybody's getting this damn card.
Oh, so was it a legendary?
It was a card that would be amazing in your deck. Let's just put it that way.
So it was a high infinitrix?
I'm pretty sure you would have switched if you got that.
If I got a high
Well,
Infinitrix, I would have switched. No doubt.
Yeah.
I would have
All right,
splashed
so
for it.
something that would have been awesome in Wild Diamond. I mean, it could be anything. It could be like the Empower guy would be decent, but I mean, yeah. I mean, anyway, whatever. You can tell us if you like, but.
Well, think about it. What Wild Diamond
Well,
card?
if I say certain things, you'll know exactly what my deck is. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely something that would be pretty good. But I mean, he's probably got Forever Child, I guess.
No.
No.
All right, so we're getting ready. Everybody saves, we can get this thing going and then get people assigned to rooms, and it should be a pretty exciting time.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh, don't
good-
start
good
yet.
point.
I
Deck
gotta-
building is complex.
I
Oh, we
gotta
have
put
to
the poll here.
trash talk before the games.
You trash talk with your actual opponent, though. What are you gonna do? Trash talk against 7 other people?
I'm gonna trash talk
destroy you
everyone.
all.
I'm gonna destroy you. I'm actually still looking at my deck here. I mean, it was completed. I'm just now wondering, do I want to do certain amount of shards and all that sort of stuff. I haven't actually decided on my champion.
Pick the worst one. Pick Alindra.
Pick the one that you're not in your shard.
Exactly. Don't use one you need.
Hmm.
Don't be a tryhard.
All right, for those of you in Hacky Stream, you have 10 minutes, no, 15 minutes to pick who's going to win the Streamer Showdown.
Are we doing polls? I'm gonna.
Oh, I'm doing a poll. Have you seen the? I'm testing a streamer currency. It's actually,
Oh, really?
yeah, I'll link it to you in Discord. It's called Revlo. It's really interesting. It's interesting. Let's see if I can.
I was
get you
definitely
to-
considering switching to Revlo when I did my reset, but I wasn't convinced.
I met the guys at PAX South, and they talked to them, had a drink with them at one of the cool parties. They're cool people, and it's an interesting system. I'm gonna be trying it out over the next few weeks.
Oh, I guess we'll take your input, and then who knows?
The whole community might shift over to it like we did with Depot.
It's got some really, really cool things. Like it also has a web-based interface,
Patty
so
said Revlo.co.
reduces that chat spam. It's a little more accurate than the chat bot they have in. So there you go. Posted the link in Discord.
Yep, gotcha.
And then we'll post the link in chat for you guys listening to me in chat. And of course, you guys in chat have the ability to see all 8 streamers that have drafted, so you have the knowledge of these decks. So
However you choose, you can't go wrong with
Yeah, but I
pick
feel a
six.
little bad for all of our multi-Twitchers, though, because they'll be hearing all of that cross-chatter going. So if you're hearing this across
Well,
multiple
that's only if
streams,
they've got
please
all
mute.
streams playing at the same time, which you would think they would have only one volume up there for whoever they're like.
Wow, I
focusing
wasn't
on.
last to save.
Yeah, no, I figured. I'll
Of
just
course,
wait a
it's
little bit.
Havoc. Who else would
What?
take his time?
What? I mean, I was done. Like, I'm just now contemplating things a bit more heavier. So.
My chat was saying it was either Alu or Havoc.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Somebody
be
in my chat blamed me watching
Wow.
their 60-inch TV. I just want to say it wasn't me.
Did you guys
Claim to fame.
All right. I'll
Did you
say
guys
that.
hear I had a fall? I ran to get my pizza, and I came back in a hurry, and my socks super slippery. I went down. Save the pizza. It's fine.
All
fine.
right. As long as the
Good, as
pizza's
long as the
okay.
food's fine.
Yeah, as long as the pizza's okay, then we don't care about you.
I don't either. Don't worry.
Thank you, Tony.
So according to the poll,
All
I
right.
have up 46 hacky beta cubes have been put in for Havoc.
Oh.
Oh no,
It's
we got
shifting pretty drastically now.
we got a bid in for Dino, an Alucard, and Motivation. A single
Wow, people
single
believe in
cube
me.
from Okog.
I
That's
mean,
because
what?
they all
My
know what I
deck is tier
drafted.
1.
All right. So I'm ready to save, but I'll you know, if you guys want.
Whoa,
you guys all ready?
somebody
Everyone's
just
ready?
put in. Did you see that big swing? Someone put in a huge wager for Sithos.
Oh damn. Oh, you're
So
doing
let's
bets. I
have
just
the
did a
dream.
fold. I should have did bets.
All right. I'm saving now. Just make- yeah. Here we go. Saving.
Dino's still
Bam.
muted.
All right, who I got?
What a
Havoc.
flute.
Oh,
Wow.
hello,
Alright.
Hacky.
Longest
All
game.
right.
All right.
So one thing I'll say real quick for everyone to hear is that after the tournament, when it's complete, the HEX TCG channel will be going live. If you guys want to reiterate this to your viewers as well afterwards, we'll be going live on the HEX TCG channel to do a bunch of giveaways after the whole tournament. So yeah, good luck everyone. May the best fluver win.
So let's have
Who's the
Hacky,
fallback channel?
Hacky and Alucard in room 1, Havoc and Motivation room 2, myself and Mokog room 3, and Sithos and Dinotropia in room number 4. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
See you. Good luck.
All right, so we're joining a separate room with us and just Mokog.
Greetings, my friend.
Hello, Mokog. How are you?
I'm doing good. My stream does not have faith in me, and I'm not sure if I blame them or
I don't
not.
know. Same thing. I looked at that poll, and you and I have no bets. Nobody believes that we can win, which is kind of sad.
I know, super sad. There was a lot of fun stuff that came around, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Ooh, a little 5-shard action. I thought Alucard was going to be doing some multi-shard action, but it looks like it was you.
And it looks like you're going for the Ruby Blood. Hey, I
Yeah.
can actually keep this.
So we're in a bad spot here. One
Good
shard
luck,
can get
have
us
fun,
going.
my friend.
You
and as
too,
my
my
street
friend.
says, have faith.
So if this had 2 shards, I think we'd be
Or someone
okay.
else in my chat has said that they've seen too many Mokog drafts to have hope.
Yeah. So I have people saying that they think Dino or Hacky's deck is the best deck, but everybody's voting for Sithos. So maybe they see something I don't. I don't think we keep this hand.
Over there using those sexy 100k sleeves.
Yeah, trying. All right, so
That's
we see
okay,
a
'cause
diamond.
we believe in the heart of the shards.
There's a ruby, so that's actually pretty good for us. So the option is to drop an early Crazed Raider and get damage in. That may be what we do. If I wait to 4, actually I think that's what we do. I wish we had double ruby, but unfortunately we don't. We can concuss on 4. Maybe we save concuss. Larchin, interesting. So now he's at wild, 3 resources. Plays a Storm Dancer that has Swift Strike, so that's a problem. That is a problem. I think we play Lackey here. And we hold up. If he doesn't play another troop, we can Merciless Color. That would be huge for us. But I have a feeling he's going to definitely play a troop. He may even have a combat trick. He's going to Uzu for a Threshold. Going for the Sapphire. Verdant Chant. Interesting. So we have a couple options here. This is a tough decision, my friend.
Hey, we got to put you in. We got to put you on the ropes if we can.
All right, so we're going to swing in with both, depending on how he blocks.
Damage! You know you want to play the elf. Drop the 5/3 with crush. Do it. Do it.
All right, so we're going to hold up here. That Scorch. Drawing the Scorch would be pretty amazing for us. Gonna swing. We'll take the 5. Mesmeric Chant. Playing a Chant deck. I think we empower first.
I feel the staggering blast coming. Ooh, an empowered concuss.
So he's gonna get rid of 2 shards, which means he has 1 more shard in hand. So he's gonna be able to hit us for 7, which is half our health. Shard. Mecha Filcape. That's not good. That's not good.
Mokog top deck mode engaged.
So the question is, do I play the Sting Shot? If I play the Nightmares, it does 3 damage. I gain 3 health. He goes to 10. I go to 10. The Sting Shot could help us next turn, but I couldn't. I think we do it this way. Okay, so he's in top deck mode. Chants are bad. Chants are bad, okay? Chants are bad. So if he attacks, we'll block the Lackey to the Storm Dance. We'll block the Lackey to the Storm Dancer. Nightmares to Mecha Filcape. Sacrifice the Nightmares. This will become a 4/4, killing the Storm Dancer. We'll take 4. That'll take us to 6. broadcast. Broadcast is huge for us. So I can swing in for 6. Swing in, take him to 6, and the Ghost Blade take him to 5. If he has anything that can tap me down, that's bad business. Alright, so we get him down to 6. The Blam Sack's not in here, Rusty. The Blam Sack's not in here. So he's trying to decide how he's going to do this. You alright over there?
Combat math, leave me alone.
Combat math, leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm just thinking out. You've got me in a very interesting situation. When in doubt, run with everything.
Alright, so. So the question here is if he has Cry of Gwaine, if he has anything like that, we're screwed. We're screwed. So the safe bet would be to block with the Duelist. Technically the safe bet would be this, then this. Sack the Ghostblade Duelist after doing this to make this a 4/4. And then we leave up Rotcast in case he has a pump. Right? I think that's the play. Because Lackey will still survive. So unless he has another troop to drop on the ground. The question is, what is Mokok
GG, bud.
in? GG. Really? You don't have anything? I'm surprised. I was really thinking you had a combat trick, like a Cry of Gwaine or something like that.
That's what I was hoping for.
All right, so let's take a look at what we're going to sub out. If there's anything, he definitely has big. He definitely has a big troop. I guess I can bring up my artifacts. He's playing 5 shard. Maybe Gilded Lyre? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we keep this. Maybe we keep this. Nightmares definitely kept us in the game. Nightmares definitely kept us in the game. Options are Eagle Claw Orb, but he does have 5 shard, which means he has options in shards. I think we just save it. All right, well, good luck to you, game 2, my friend. Good luck.
May the shards be with you.
All right, so game number 2. Mokog will decide whether to go first or not. And we get another 1 shard hand. My deck hates me. Seriously, my deck hates
That's good. I totally need your deck to hate you.
A 1 shard hand again. Again. Mokog. We get a blood. We'll play a blood. I guess we'll have Rotcast online by turn 2. Would love to get a Ruby so I could get freaking Sting Shot Sniper online. Here comes a wild. Duskwing Shepherd. Not really a threat. Not really a threat. Blade Juggler doesn't help us. Okay. Ruby now. So we're going to take 1. That is a target. Holy shamoles, man. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they work well with the all of those beautiful elves when they come out. Guess he's not going to have a chance to.
No, probably not. I think we can afford to wait. This may be greedy, but I think we can afford to wait to play the Crazed Raider. Because I can make it a 4-2. And 2 defense is probably a little bit better. I can afford to take the extra point of damage. Concuss is actually good. I think what we do here is we play Blade Juggler. And it has speed.
Oh my. It seems you have other elves in there.
Possibly. Totem Trap's fine. We get rid of Totem Trap. We get rid of Totem Trap for the Juggler versus the Sting Shot Sniper. So I am all about that all day, every day, twice on Sunday. No doubt about it. Diamond Shard. If he plays something, we can concuss him for the remaining cards in his hand, which would mean he would be in top deck mode. Boomsmith's gonna take care of the Crazed Raider.
I keep a set of explosions when necessary.
That's nice. Alright, so we'll play Ruby Shard. We'll go ahead and concuss. We're gonna take 3, but we're gonna get that Sting Shot Sniper out as an empowered troop. So now both cards are gonna go out. He's gonna take 3 points of damage. And he's gonna have to discard both cards. So Mesmeric Chance and Etherealize, awesome pickups for us to get rid of. That means this is going to be a 4/4 Sting Shot Sniper. He could have Prize Fall, so we could be in trouble. We could definitely be in trouble. 3 damage, going to take us down to 13. Not playing the card. Going to empower it. Here we go. Powered Sting Shot Sniper. Hello.
Oh, hi.
So our hope is that it does damage to the Shepherd, and then we will be good to go. That's the hope. That's the hope. So let's see.
It seems that your deck does not hate you as much as you thought it did.
Ooh, nice kill! Yes! Maybe not. So next turn we're going to be able to do some extra damage with the Fire Dancer and the Blade Infusion device and Stinch Knot. No, that top deck. No.
When in doubt, top deck.
No, my Sneak Shot Sniper. You son of a bitch, Mokog.
I do my besties.
Mokog, you bastard.
And now I will start top decking everything in the world.
I guess we wait for removal. I guess we'll put him in a position. I'd like to find one of my removals, because obviously that would be kind of huge for us. Storm Dancer is not great, because it is Swift Strike. That's pretty nice.
Oh, that's not pleasant looking.
So this would be 2, this would be 5, this would be 8. So if I activate champion ability now, that's 2, 6, 9. He can kill both troops. That would put him on a 3-turn clock. That would put him on a 3-turn clock. We'll do it that way first. Gossamer Tears with the health. That would have been bad for us. Gonna swing in. I'm just gonna gain it back, so I don't think that's that big of a deal. Just gonna gain it back. The Emperor's Lackey here is actually pretty good for us. He is gaining a health a turn, so we're not actually counteracting too much. We need removal to get rid of the Storm Dancer, I think. Wrathwood Larch is not great for us. And it has Swift Strike.
Come on, top decks.
Gossamer Tears is a problem. Gossamer Tears is a problem. I could go for the flight. If I can wait long enough, this can turn into the familiar and I can swing in for some damage. And then just use these guys to chump block. Yeah, his top decks have definitely been good. Alright, so we're just going to wait. We're going to hope this turns into the familiar. Then I can start swinging in. It does... I guess I could technically kill his 4/6. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true too. can't do it now. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily going to win us the game. If he has removal, this would be pretty sad. Which... he may start swinging more aggressively now. Goes to 12. So 2, 6, 10, 12. That's enough to kill him. If he doesn't have a way to gain health, I can kill him with Rook, Infusion of Ice, and the Fire Dancer. That's 2, that's 4, that's 6, 10. When this attacks, it does 3 damage. 13. Unless my math is wrong, that's 2, that's 4, that's 6, this is 10, this is 12 just by it attacking. Right? I'm pretty sure my math is right. See if you have an answer, my friend.
Nope.
Oh, yes!
I'm holding a wild shard.
Oh, man, that was rough, dude. Good games. Good games. I was really
Scared
threatened.
you a little bit.
You did, man. I was worried that you had something to take out that familiar. And, you know, like I had the option of using champion power to take out the large, but I was just like, with Gossamer Tears and, you know, your health gain, I was like, I've got to try to eke out as much damage as possible. So, really good game, though, man. Really good game.
Yeah, I was just like, we need to not be drawing shards, or we need to draw a convergence. Give me a convergence, and this would be awesome.
Yeah. So, your deck looked pretty good, though, as far as 5 shards. Anything else you had really exciting in there?
No.
Really?
So what we're running, we're running 2 Fury Chants, 2 Verdant Chants. We've got 2 Gossamer Tears in there. We've got a little bit of Shift running around in there as well. A little bit of removal. It's kind of a... you got to do a lot of luck with that deck, unfortunately.
Oh,
or
wow.
as my stream is saying, this is the 303 police, and you're coming with us.
Oh my gosh. No, my pack 1 pick 1 was that Sting Shot Sniper, so I was like, well, time to look
that
at
is
Ruby.
a good pack 1 pick 1.
And then pack 1 pick 2 was Burning Tendrils. So it's just pretty much like, okay,
that's nice.
We're definitely in Ruby.
So like our rares were not super, none of them made me really want to pick them. So I'm just like, oh, well, my rares aren't exciting. Some of my uncommons are super awesome. Kind of. Like, well, we could have ran spiders. I'm like, I don't know if I want to run spiders.
What was your pack 2 pick 1 pick?
Oh God, what was it? Chat, I don't remember. I honestly do not remember off the top of my head, but it did not feel amazing. It may have been a Fury Chance.
I actually had Orchinoko, which I quickly just removed. There was a cleave in there, but I just couldn't let somebody get Orchinoko.
Or possibly a Totem Trap. I may have taken a Totem Trap there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
just because a deck with as few troops as I have needs to keep them on the board.
Yeah, yeah.
What really didn't help is that concuss at the point that you hit it basically hit one of my primary removals and one of my stallers. So I'm just like, well, I'm in top deck mode, and a third of my removals now really gone.
Yeah, but you top decked that freaking.
Oh yeah, that Gossamer's Tears was amazing.
No. I'm talking about the bolt.
And the Larch was great.
No, the bolt on my Sting Shot
beautiful
Sniper. I was just like, oh man, a 4/4 Sting Shot. This is so great. And then you're like, nope, it's dead.
Boom. Yeah, that's why we grabbed it.
Yeah, that was really good, man. My deck only I guess I have some decent removal, but I'm interested. A lot of people think that that Hacky and Dynatropia's decks are the strongest. Havoc is also there, which is interesting. Hacky took out Alucard 2-0, and then Havoc took out Motivation 2-1. Dynatropia and Sitho still battling it out though. They must have some pretty strong decks.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if one was sitting to my right and the other was sitting to my immediate left as they're watching me go for chance.
So how many chants did you end up walking away with?
We had 5 chants. I was really hoping to see some battle chants, but none of them crossed my path.
I saw some. I also saw a Lyrical Chanter.
Yep, that never made it my way.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it had, it would have been yoink.
And some Midnight Shepherds. I think I saw 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, we were only able to nail one of those. We got one of those in here.
Yeah, so...
See, hitting that would have been awesome, because it would have been like, boom, turn the tide, take some direct damage. And I would have been like, yay!
Oh yeah. Now your deck was scary, man. Like especially getting the Larch with Swift Strike, I was just like, oh man, I am in trouble. I am in super trouble. But freaking
I'm thinking there's a little too much has to go a little too right with it. And part of that is because it doesn't have the Lyrical Enchanter that I want in there. It doesn't have the battle chance to get the push through. It's missing like 3 or 4 parts that would make me feel comfortable with it.
Sure.
Or if I could have seen my stupid convergences, that would have been so much life gain that would have made your day less happy.
This is true.
I'm just like, come on, give me my cheap constant that gives me a threshold. Yes, give me the thing that gives me a Wild Child plus a health, and then I can drop the shard in my hand so it's useful, and then use my chant power, then it's more useful, and that's another turn. I'm just like, it's like, no, you're going to draw a shard. It's like, I need the shard 2 turns from now. Like, you're going to get another shard. I'm like, the shard is not helpful now. The shards were helpful when he concussed game 1. They would have been helpful when he concussed game 2.
Yeah, I was just lucky enough to have Concuss. That was one of those hard pickups. It's just like, do I pick up Concuss? I'm just like, it's so useful in late game, mid to late game, when you can just
with Yodel, you need him sometimes because you need to have the disabling power of it so that Yodel can keep staying ahead, or otherwise you just draft an absolute ton of removal, just direct damage.
I was really hoping to see a Whirling Brutalizer, but no luck. Did you see one at all, or did you?
No, we didn't even see one go by.
Yeah.
Of course, every game that you want to go Yodel, you're not going to see a Whirling Brutalizer.
Yeah, of course. Now, it was interesting, though, to see Wild Diamond open really pretty much for the draft. Interesting to see that Havoc decided to pick that up. And I don't know, like, I'm interested to see who has the Spider deck, because there was definitely a good Spider. There was a ton of Azure Fang Decrees, Mulvokers. I don't know.
I saw some of the Spider stuff come by. The problem that came around is that I had none of the Venom support that would have made it decent.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that gets me, is that it really needed that support from the Venom. Because I've been like, oh, here's a bunch of Skitters, here's some Azure Fang Decrees. Hey, look, we can make some stuff, but you never got any Venom. Like, womp womp. But then I saw Fury Chant on pick 2, and I'm like, well, looks like we're going Chants.
Well, at least you tried to live that dream, man. It's too bad you didn't find the rest of the cards you needed to support it. It would have been fun to see a Chant deck go through and just destroy everybody.
hey, you know what? It's still Swiss. People can still lose.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
There could be like no clear winner and have two people be 2-1.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen. Let's be honest. But
Probably not. I like this format where we get to kind of get 8 people together. I think it would be kind of cool if someone was on the outside organizing it and like showing a diagram on the one stream with like where people are and their picks. I think Havoc is trying to do that for the next one, where you can go to one site, look at everybody's stream without the really crazy bandwidth issues, and then be able to see where they're sitting at the table and where they're drafting.
see, it's really hard to think of it not being a big bandwidth issue, unless, of course, you're having a central machine handle the bandwidth, being the one that's tracking everything, just some god-awful monster of a machine that's, parsing the draft as well as handling the streams and that video output. But if you've got that machine doing it and then you're just putting out one feed from like the main channel, that could work out really well too.
Oh yeah, I miss my Korean internet, man. I had 100 up, 100 down for $20 a month. Like, I so miss Korean internet.
Son of a bitch. That sounds great.
Yeah, well, when you have the home of StarCraft, bandwidth is king. You gotta make sure you have that bandwidth.
One of these days, Google Fiber will show up in my area, and I'll be happy, and I'll be like, "Look, I've got Google Fiber. Everything will be awesome." Until then, 60 down and 4. Actually, no, I think 60 down and 6 or 8 up or something.
Oh, that's not great. No, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying that sucks.
No, that's what I mean. I know it's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, Yasi, it is Swiss.
Especially on top of all of it, I know there are so many T1 lines running around. I know the whole area is highly connected. And you're just like, oh, how much do you want to pay a month? Oh, well, you're in residential, so you're going to get like the very end of anything. But I'm like, I only want internet. And they're like, well, you really want cable? And I'm like, no, I don't want cable.
I severed the cord from cable except for internet. I just couldn't see myself paying $160 a month for what I get from cable. So I have internet, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, and that's it.
Now, if we could just get all of those services with $20 a month, 100 megs service, everything would be super awesome.
Yeah.
It's very easy to believe infrastructure issues when you start looking at internet and how that's all handled. And we've got another round. Should we go to the main channel?
Yep. I guess we'll just go in there.
Match.
Good luck
Wanna
to
jump
you as
in with
well.
Sithos, I suppose. Yo!
Hey.
Hey guys.
Okay, so we'll have Sithos Alucard Room 1, Motivation Mokog Room 2, Havoc Hacky Room 3, Dino and Snake in Room number 4. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck,
To
guys.
whoever. I didn't hear my number. What number am I?
You're 3.
Three, I think.
Motivation,
I'm
ATN2.
100
all right.
cubes on Sithos. Rip.
Flibbly floobs.
What happened with Sithos?
Oh, someone bet 100 cubes on Sithos winning,
Ooh.
and he lost.
Yeah. Alright. Dino!
How you doing, Snake?
Good, man. How's it going?
Not bad. We edged out, got a really lucky win. Sithos used a transmogrifate and gave us Rowan the Wolf off of our troop.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Kismet, the troll.
Right. I mean, I was feeling pretty good, but I'm sure he was not.
I bet he was not happy at all.
Yeah.
Interesting. So how do you feel your draft went?
I'm pretty good, honestly. I was pulled in a number of different directions, so at the end of the day, I was kind of half okay with it. But after that first game, I'm liking it a bit more. I think we have a pretty good deck put together.
All right. Well, hey, good luck to you, and let's get this going. Nice sleeves, by the way.
Good luck to you as well.
All right, so we're going to keep this hand. Ghostblade Duelist into Silver Rook. Seems okay. Sapphire for Dinotropia. No play. Ends the turn. Savas Familiar in hand. We'll play out the Ghostblade Duelist. And we'll end our turn. So this is going to continue to change in our hand between Evocation, Brilliance, and Familiar. So definitely going to be interesting to see what's going on. Hatchery Malvoker coming out for Dynatropia, which means he's going to be able to start creating spiders with each of those actions. So every time he plays an action, he creates 3 spiderlings for me into my deck. So that's not really amazing here. So let's go ahead and Ghostblade Duelist, and we'll Fire Dancer here. Next turn we can Burning Tendrils. I don't know if that's a target we do. Maybe if he doesn't drop another troop and he just uses spells, so we can try to do as much damage as possible. That could be how we do Lanapaw's Sight. So it could be what we do here. It could be what we do here. Alright, so I think that's what we're going to do to do as much damage as humanly possible. So we're going to do 2 damage there. That'll take him down to 19, and then we'll swing in for 3 plus 1. Take him down to 15. Next turn we can play this. It'll either turn into Evocation or Brilliance. We can also play the Nightmares to gain some health. So definitely some options here. Dynatropia. Gonna play a Windborn Disciple. That's a 2/2 with Flight. When you play this, draw a card. So this is Brilliance. I don't think we play that. Okay, 4 cards in hand. He's at 15. I can play the Rook, deal 2, gain 2, use the Ghostblade Duelist, do 2. So we do in 4, gaining 2, or gaining 6. I'm sorry, gaining 2. So that's 6 damage. 2, 4. Or we can Nightmares. I think that's... Or we can Emperor's Lackey and a Rook. I think that's what we do. We'll go ahead and just swing. Do 1 point of damage. Take him down. If we get another resource, we can Rook, Nightmares, Ghostblade with Champion Power. If he swings in and this turns into a Familiar, even better. Even better. So Dynatropia taking his time. So Evocation, it turns into deals 5 damage to target troops. We see Cloud Speaker. That means this will give +2, +1. So this will be a 4/3. A 4/3. He's not using the ability, which I think is very interesting. Alright, so let's Boonsmith. Let's target. He could have Totem Trap for the Fire Dancer, so I'd rather not use it. So let's see what he's going to do. He's going to Shield Bash. That's okay. So let's swing in with the Lackey. And if he blocks, we can just sack a troop. We're going to take him down to 13. Probably has another flyer here. Shard gets him to draw a card thanks to Lanapaw's Prophecy. Kin of Olkoth. When this deals damage, it gives +1/+1 to all his troops. That's interesting. Resource optimizing infusion device. So we do get the familiar here. So we have a couple of options here. I can champion power Rook. No, I can't Rook Nightmare Duelist. So I think... Four, 5. Takes him down to 8. I think we play the familiar while we can do some damage with it. Two, 5, 9. We have enough to kill him. We have enough to kill him. If he can't deal with the Fire Dancer, he's going to Stern Infiltrator. We can deal with that. Revolution. So I can't really deal with that. If he swings, oh, that is gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem. That's gonna power up his troops out of Scorch range. Yeah. Actually, I can play the Nightmares, right? 3, 5, 6, 8. Yeah. Yep. You're absolutely right. Got him! Well, yeah, we got him. We got him. We got him with the damage we had. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Multiple ways to kill him, but holy smokes, we got him. All right, so let's take a look at our reserves. Take a look at what we can bring in. Blightvines could actually be decent against him. To take out like the Stern Infiltrator. Touch a Zentoth to just sneak damage in. What do you guys think about switching out Blightvines for like Merciless Color?
That was pretty nasty over there. A lot of aggro.
Yeah.
All at once.
Yeah, I was a little worried, especially because you had that kin with the damage gem. So I was just like trying to calculate the damage. It's just like, oh man, yeah, it was definitely a good game.
My problem is the unblockable, and that's what Yodel does so well. Just being able to hit you, and you can't do anything about it outside of removal of your own. It's definitely why he's top tier for me as far as draft archetypes go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got a pretty nice deck. I mean, I like this the synergy. I'm surprised about the Cloud Speaker that you didn't use that on your guy earlier.
It was a matter of resources. I had some combat tricks like the shield in hand, and I was worried about the removal that you might have. 3 is a very easy number for Yodel to hit, and so I was hoping to bait out removal, like the Boomsmith, for example, and then use the shield bash. So, case in point, if I had used the buff, you would have been able to then use your champion power and deal 3 damage with Boomsmith and take out my guy anyway, and I would have lost the buff. So.
All right, well, good luck game 2, my friends.
You too.
All right, so let's take a look at our opening hand. 1 resource hand. This happened to us in game 1 and game 2 of the match against Mokog. So apparently the 1-shard hand loves me more than I know. I guess we'll keep this hand. We get Blood Infusion on turn 1 and Fire Dancer turn 2. So I guess that's what we're going to do. Ruby Shard. So we're getting hands down, hands full of shards. So we're going to go ahead and play our Blood Infusion device. That'll end our turn. We'll pass it back over to Dynatropia. Sapphire Shard. Now Volker back online. Let's see a Ruby. This is that part where we really would like to get that Scorch. Or basically, Sting Shot Sniper would be amazing here. He has flyers, so we definitely need to do something about that. Lanapause, an action here would be great for him to start putting spiders into our deck. He may have Shield Bash to protect the Malvoker this time. Interesting. Interesting. I'm sad that we only have 1 Fire Dancer. Because, I mean, basically 2 of them attacking in. That's 6 damage. That's so huge. So huge. Taking his time. I love this. Dynatropia trying to figure out. Gonna play the Cloud Speaker. So that leaves 1 resource open for Shield Bash. Not going to attack. Dire Spider. Not exactly what we're looking for, but it is something. Alright, so we're going to end the turn. He's probably just ecstatic that we didn't destroy his Malvoker. Could have a flyer. Cloud Speaker. Again, ability to give a flight troop +2/+1. Another Cloud Speaker. Holy bajolies. That is so good. So good. Blade Juggler here. I think we just swing for the fences. Stinging Ambush. Oh, my friend. So nasty. So nasty. Oh, man, that was brutal. All right, so Stinging Ambush, super bad for us here. Burning Tendrils. I have a feeling he's going to put out a Flight Troop and just load it up with Cloud Speaker. Like, that seems to be the way. So I'm assuming there's a Flight Troop. There's a Windborne Disciple. He'll put Cloud Speaker on it right now. That'll make it a 4/3. So we definitely need to find a way to remove that as quickly as possible, because then it can be a 6/4. Then we're in trouble. He's going to swing. We're going to take the damage. That is not what we're looking for. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I got a handful of nothing.
Good news for me.
Yeah. I was like, double cloud speaker. Definitely got a flight troop in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I might. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So realistically, we're going to take 6. That'll take us down to 11. We can gain some health back with the blood infusion device, so that'll take us up to 15. He's pondering here, which means he has either a trick or something here. This is like a no-brainer. So unless he has like a 4 cost or 5 cost that he wants to really get out, the Cloud Speaker will go on the Disciple and swing for 6 plus that. That's 8 damage. That'll take us down to 9. So he's going to shift Flight onto the Cloud Speaker and then shift this over here to make this a 2/5. Interesting. Maybe just wants that defense in the air. So 6 damage inbound, 8 damage inbound. I like it. Hatchery Malvoker number 2. Tendrils. So he gives me 2 targets of flight that are obviously that need to die. Emperor's Lackey doesn't really help us here. So we're gonna gain 4, go up to 13. Yeah, we need to find.
Might have been too cautious there, but worried about having removal on your end, which could be very inconvenient.
Yeah, like I said, I am with a handful of nothing, so. Just with the 2. Go to 11. Not playing the card in hand. Literally drawing all my shards. All my shards. So he's not going to swing with the Disciple. We'll take 2 again. Next turn he'll swing with the Disciple and the Cloud Speaker. Could have combat tricks. We're at 11. He's at 21. We are definitely not in the best of spots right now. Getting shard after shard after shard after shard is not great. Stern Infiltrator is not great as well. Gonna shift Swift Strike. So swings with these 2. We take 6. Not gonna block. Go to 5. That is not going to help us. Even if we play that, he can still swing for 4. Just no way to do it. Alright, so we're going to go 1 and 1. Unfortunately, we didn't have the answers we needed. Alright, so I don't think it's a matter of switching out anything in our deck. I think we have a strong deck. It's just getting the cards we need to make this thing work. The Duskwing Scavenger actually seems like a decent play. A decent card for us. I mean, getting a Boomsmith, getting any of that stuff. The Burning Tendrils would have been amazing. Rotcast would have been great. Concuss. We didn't see Concuss in our first game against him. Savas Evocation wouldn't... I mean, it would have helped, but I don't think it would have been the key here. All right, let's save it. Let's go. All right, so we are in game number 2, round 2 against Dinotropia. He's obviously taking his time to make the choices he needs. Vampiric Kiss would have been amazing to kind of keep us in the game. Here we go. Good luck, game 3, my friend. Good luck. I literally was drawing shard after shard after shard after shard. It was very...
I figured at 7 charges, that's not really where you want to be.
No. All right, so here we go. Actually, this is a pretty decent hand. So we'll go ahead and play the Blood Shard. We have Emperor's Lackey on turn 2, Concuss on turn 4, or Blade Juggler, depending on the scenario. Sapphire Shard. No play. Ashwood Cinder Stump is pretty nice as well. So we could Cinder Stump on 4, then Concuss on 5. That would be pretty nice as well. Blade Juggler doesn't have Allegiance yet. Malvoker. Can't play that. Can play Cloud Speaker, though. Can play Cloud Speaker. Oh, I do have an elf now. Alright, so let's swing in. He may block, or he's debating on... Oh, he is going to block. Okay. Go ahead and Ashwood Blademaster. So we have a couple options here. Depending on what he drops here, he's missing his double Sapphire. So we see a Crypt Shrieker. And this deals damage. So the question is, do I get greedy? I don't think I do. I think I swing with the Blade Master. He's not going to block, and if he does, then we will just increase this. Okay, he's going to block here. So next turn we can Concuss for 4. This would make it a 4/4 Swift Striker. Air Evolution. Air Evolution's bad. Air Evolution's bad. Because it's gonna get out of Tendril's range really quick. Really quick. Really quick. I think we're screwed. I think this thing is good. The only thing that'll save us is Rotcast. Finding Rotcast will make sure we can take care of this. Just trying to decide which 2 cards to get rid of. Got to do as much damage as I can. He blocks the Blade Master. Or he blocks the Emperor's Lackey. I think the bigger threat for him is maybe the Blade Master. Because I can pump up other elves. If he has Totem Trap, that would be kind of terrible. Dinotropia taking his time. Alright, so now we are in a pickle. We are in a pickle. Bringing back the Road Web Infiltrator. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. Yeah, we're definitely in a bad spot here. Definitely.
I don't know. It's looking pretty good from where I'm standing.
Yeah, it looks pretty good from where you're standing. So we're going to take 8 next turn, which is more than half our health. Even if I get rid of the Crypt Shrieker, I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a bad spot. I guess it doesn't matter because he can just kill me next turn. Oh, that's interesting. That's 11. It keeps me alive for one more turn unless he has a trick. No, actually that doesn't. Good game.
Very well played, sir.
So we are going to lose round number 2 in a tough loss against Dinotropia. Wow, so looks like Havoc and Hacky going at it.
Oh, they're still.
All right, so our record
they are,
is,
yeah.
is
Whoa.
1-1.
Not even game number 2.
Well, it's Havoc.
Well, it is game number 2. But...
Yeah. It is Havoc.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you got a strong deck, man. The unblockable gem inside the Crypt Shrieker is pretty nice with Evolution. I didn't have anything to stop. I didn't draw, like I was really hoping to get like Burning Tendrils or something that I could nuke it right off the bat, but to no avail. And I didn't get any bolts either, so there was nothing really I could do against you and your flight. So really strong deck.
That was my biggest concern. If you had the bolt, that would have been the thing that just blew me out. But I was like, I had to go for it because it gave me such incredible board pressure.
Yeah, I didn't even see a single bolt the whole way through. So
interesting. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the post-draft, I guess, recap or whatever, as we talk about what everybody did and how we built our decks. Because I started out passing a bunch of really dangerous things to Sithos, who I suspect might have been sitting right next to me. There were trainings involved, and
wow.
I really wanted to pick them up, but I ended up waffling beside what I wanted to go. Do I want to go Chance? Do I want to go something else? And I ended up with this strange flight Sapphire hodgepodge, but it's a successful archetype in the 3-3-3 format, and it looks like it's doing okay for itself here as well.
Yeah, I my pack one pick one was a Sting Shot Sniper. That was another one I was hoping I could see somewhat early, and then pack 2 I picked up Tendril, so I was just like, well, here we go. And then I actually picked up 3 Nightmares, Vampiric Kiss. I had a lot of like direct damage, like, try to get in early, get in as much damage as possible. It worked well for me in round 1. I got you in game 1, but your deck just stole the show with the air, man. It was good.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds terrifying. My biggest concern is unblockable damage. I think a lot of people underestimate the Cloud Speaker. Even if I didn't have flight troops in my deck, I would seriously consider boarding it against you, because I can block a lot of early aggression for days. Nothing's getting rid of a 0/4 without some extra bit of help. And that can often be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, the only negative thing about that is a Fire Dancer, obviously, because the 2 damage off the bat, and with Champion Power, that's 3 damage. I only found 1
Those
Dancer.
guys are obnoxious.
Yeah, if I only found 1 Dancer. If I would have had 2, that would have been really key.
Oh yeah. Easily. Those things are so good. And what I love so much about the 4-4-3 format is each one of these power cards are often power cards in multiple archetypes, which means people are fighting over them for different reasons. You can go the Fire Dancer in a Yodel deck, but you can also run them in Ruby and Wild Elves. Both of these are completely valid choices. I've even seen it used in a McBombus deck with Cloud Blocks. And so you get that guy up in the air, and who's stopping you. You're
Yeah.
just dealing a bunch of damage starting from turn 2, turn 3, and that's painful.
Apparently, according to chat, there was quite a few people going Wild Diamond, which I thought was interesting because there was a lot of Wild Diamond going by. Definitely some good cards. And I don't know. Again, I'm with you. I'm really interested to see when Havoc puts this all together, to go back and look at the draft in a singular form where you can kind of see everything go around and then look at the decks that were created. It's really interesting.
Yeah, Wild's pretty interesting because I passed in my first pack a Ghost Howler, and I was really, really worried that somebody was going to live the health gain dream. And so my goal was to see either if it wheeled, because health gain is typically a less popular archetype, and if it didn't, which it very much didn't, to start taking a slightly different avenue. So sometimes if you pass good cards, you can get a sense for what other people might be going. And so I took cards that I thought would help me out, but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm going to hedge my bets here. What comes back? Let's learn from that. And I don't know. I saw a lot of Wild myself. Perhaps I was just in between two people who were going a lot of Wild.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Havoc and Hacky have tied it up. So the winner of that's going to be facing off against you. Hacky dispatched Alucard 2-0. So
yeah, I'm kind of afraid. Somebody in chat earlier was saying that Hacky had a pretty good looking deck, and I think he's been undefeated. It looks like Alucard smash. No, wait, this is still round 2. Never mind. So he does have one loss against Havoc. Okay. It's been pretty even so far, though, I must say. A lot of people trading wins here and there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I played against Mokog in round 1. He was trying to live the 5-shard chant dream, which I thought was interesting.
To chance. I got a Radiant Physician in my first pack, and I agonized over it because I was like, in this draft, with these people, I'm never going to live that dream. But you know what? I'm going to take it anyway because I want to. And then I just kept my eye on these chants, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I was like, I knew it. Alucard, he's taking all of them. Mokog, apparently, taking all of them. I knew it. I never saw enough density. It never happened. I was sad.
I actually saw Midnight Spiritualist back-to-back as well. So, like, there was definitely Midnight Paladins. I saw Midnight Convergence. There was definitely the opportunity for the 5-shard dream because, I mean, at least from where I was sitting at the table, there was a lot of great cards to help support that. You know, Dusk Wings, Hex Cruciators. I mean, there was quite a few cards to support a 5-shard dream. And I knew when I saw the Midnight Spiritualist and the Hex Cruciator and the Midnight Paladin, I was like, man, I bet Alucard's going to try to do this. So I don't know what he's running. I just know the people that I've played against. But it's interesting.
I feel you. You know, it's funny. I don't think I saw a single Midnight Spiritualist, but I did see 3 Midnight Convergences, the wild thresholds, and I was like, oh dear. So that tells me that somewhere between me and you, somebody was picking those up.
Which is probably Mokog and Alucard, if I'm taking
guess. At this point. Oh, this is good. A lot of people are liking this. Haberdashet was asking about making this be a semi-regular thing, just weekly or bi-weekly. I think that's probably a bit much, but I wouldn't mind doing this at least a somewhat regular basis. This is fun.
Yeah, maybe like a once-a-month event or something. We can mix it up. I had one person mention that we should do Constructed. So, you know, maybe mix it up.
It is intriguing.
Maybe mix it up. So, like one month it's draft, the next month it's Constructed. I wish they had the 8-player sealed. Like they used to before, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think Constructed would be interesting. Constructed matchup like this would be kind of fun to see what people bring to the table.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a hard one too, because part of me just wants to go crazy, wacky brews, but then I'm just going to be stomped by Hierophant and the serious business decks. I'm like,
yeah, the tryhard deck. Yeah, but I think these kind of events are great because people get to see us be in the pressure of playing against each other and seeing how our minds work in a draft against each other, knowing what because we kind of figure what people are going to try to gravitate towards, and I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun. People enjoy it. I think if we do this again, we can definitely improve upon it and make it a much more fun experience. I think it would be cool if there was somebody organizing it and kind of running to where they can kind of do a commentator role as far as what's going on with everybody and kind of keep everybody up to date. I think that would be pretty fun as well.
Oh yeah, well, we do love our commentary.
yes we do. Yes we do. So with the announcement of ladders, we talked about that earlier. What are you gonna try constructed ladder at all, or are you just gonna stick to limited?
Oh, definitely. I will give it a try, hands down.
Evening, Captain Jack.
For me, mostly the reason why I don't play constructed that often is I get my packs through limited. I'm even now pretty much a infinite player, even with giving away all the packs and things that I do. So. I've never really felt a need to play constructed. I have the 4 keeps to get my constructed fix on. I prefer playing super wacky decks as well, so that kind of scratches that itch. But when there are cool things on the line, like alternate arts, as has been revealed, I have the squirrel brain and I have it bad, Snake.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of hard to not do it when it's like, hey, check it out. You can get this alternate art arcane focus or
exactly.
Dingler. You're like,
yeah. How do you say no to this? The art for those is fantastic, by the way. I know some people are like, nope, dinglers, but I look at that Scorch and it makes me laugh every time. Puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I think it's good to have those alternate arts. Like for Gen Con, I'm really excited about the alternate arts Chronic Madness. I think that's an amazing card.
With the pipet?
Yeah, I think that's amazing. So, yeah, I definitely think the alternate art is great. It's awesome. I really hope they do like they did last time with the in-game store where they had like all those common, alternate art cards, available.
For gold.
That they do set. Yeah, I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I still use fairly regularly the alternate art repel, kill, that sort of thing. So the more alternate arts, the better. I think it's really one of those chase items that many people in the community want, not only because they're shiny and everybody has different preferences when it comes to art, but also for a lot of them, HEX has been really clever about making them kind of limited items, and they know how to manage a collectible market. That is one thing that HEX has a very strong pedigree in, and I think it shows.
So looks like the other guys are back in the stream team room. We can go there, talk to them, and kind of wait while we wait for the final round here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's great. Get more people.
That way you can at least be like near Function and near Indianapolis.
Yeah, that would be good. Speaking of which, I might have a new job and I might be able to do Gen Con now.
Awesome.
Hey, Al.
Is it
Really?
a Cheesecake Factory?
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up?
It is.
What's up?
Don't tell anybody. It's a surprise.
How's everybody doing?
We're trying
Amazingly.
to talk the motivation into giving us all cheesecake.
Ooh. Do you like that cheesecake?
Gen Con. Vitor wants me to bake a cheesecake at Gen Con with him with the truly awesome show and film and stuff.
That would be awesome.
So it looks like Dynatropia is going to be facing off against the winner of Havoc and Hacky. Should be interesting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. I mean, my deck's lucked out so far. Against Sithos, it was. I mean, for me, it was amazing. It was a throw your hands up in the moment and cheer kind of deal. But
I
he
transmogrified him a
told me.
freaking Rowan.
Wow.
Oh.
Because I
That's so
transmogrified.
good.
Work out for me the same way.
But your deck's so much pressure, man. I think without that, some kind of stall to hold you down, could have carried away that game completely. Plus, that Frenetic Doppelganger, it keeps all of its buffs, which I've seen before, but I somehow keep forgetting. So being able to keep all of those permanent buffs over from each transform effect is huge, because it gets bigger and bigger and more scary over time, and that's just terrifying.
It's like the necrotic version of Holiday.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Slightly tuned back, but still kind of one of those. It's like this just snowball effect.
The nice thing about it is that it doesn't require resources. The bad thing is that it now has more variance because you can't keep it on a thing you like. So there's some pluses and minuses there. All in all, I'm reevaluating that card. I think I might be building some constructed decks using him in the near future.
Yeah, it could be.
Suddenly
fun,
he turns into a Hierophant.
Another interesting thing is that when he turns into another troop, if they have a one-shot, he can use it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Well, so long as you haven't already used the one-shot.
Right.
If you've used it, then it's...
Once you use the first one, then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dino and I were talking, we had some people in our chat, they think that we should do a constructed version of this as well.
That could be cool.
That'd be cool.
That's
That
more
would make me feel less terrible.
What are you talking about? We're gonna have an epic finals here, Mokog. It'll be good.
Oh yeah, it should be you and Mokog going at it, right?
It is. It's
Yeah.
defined.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about too.
So we were talking pack one, pick one. So Alucard, what was your pack one, pick one?
Am I allowed? I guess I can say it because no one's playing me.
Yeah, well, Mokog, I guess, technically.
I mean...
Mokog, well, whatever. Our match is whatever it is at this point.
Yeah.
My rare was... Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. But
Okay,
maybe
well,
it's fine.
I know what your rare was already.
My rare was a Maestro of Alacrity.
Oh.
And I passed it.
Which I passed up to take a Verdant
I
Chant.
saw him.
A Verdant Chant. Oh,
it's funny. You took Verdant Chant. I knew it. Alucard, I was just telling Snake, my first pick was a Radiant Physician.
You suck.
Which I took.
You son of a bitch.
Because I was hoping to live the Chant dream. And then as I got a couple through, I was realizing that's not possible with you two in the draft. It was just not going to be a thing, so I had to abandon that plan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, freaking Mokog and I were sitting next to each other doing it.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
He cut me pack one, I cut him pack two.
Wow.
Did anybody go Spiders? Did anybody go Venom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's currently playing
Somebody
this
went
game.
Spiders.
It was definitely
dear.
Hey, there we go. All right, so
All right.
it's going to be me and Sithos, room 1, Hacky, Motivation, room 2, Alucard, Mokog, room 3, Havoc, and Dinotropia in room number 4, going for that victory. Who's going to win?
Flippity floods.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. We'll see ya. Sithos, my main man,
Hey,
what's
man.
up? I heard you got a scary deck, man. You had Dinos
I
already.
do. I mean, it's so good. It's just lacking one key component.
Okay, I guess we'll figure what that is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I've gotten Transmografade twice, and one time it worked out great for me, and one time it was terrible. And it's just...
I actually played that in an Evo Gauntlet against a player. He dropped a Life Lyricist, and it turned into a Hop Hero, and he just sacrificed shit and destroyed everything on my board. It was so bad. It was the worst Transmografade for a 1 cost. I was like, oh, this can't be that bad. Hop Hero. I was like, oh. All right, so he's going to be able to go first. Well, good luck, my friend. May the force be with you. Not too much, though.
Okay.
All right, so we've got 2 shards. We've got Emperor's Lackey into either Nightmares or Ashwood Blade Master. I think we'll keep this hand. Sapphire for... Ooh, and a Thunderfield Seer. Good start. Good start. Silver Rook.
Now that you can guess what combination I am, I will say I wanted to go Ruby Blood.
Yeah, it just really worked out for me. And we could talk about my picks at the end, but like first pack 1, pick 1 kind of put me in a direction, and then pack 1, pick 2 really put me there. Oh, wow. Yep, I gotcha. Alright, so I think what we do is we play Dire Spider here. That'll be able to stop both troops, so he may put combat training on the Ember Tongue Skarn and swing with both. I think we kill the Skarn, obviously. That's probably a thing. He can have removal. He can also create... He's going to Flame Splitter. Don't really care too much about that. Combat training, which we figured he would do. He may just swing with the Thunderfield Seer, so I block it. No, he's going to swing with both. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this trade.
I am such fail at playing Morgan McBombus. I never make the Bumblebot.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. We were just talking about that. I think we play the Lackey. The problem we're going to have is this Flight Troop. We should have drafted that frickin' Cleave versus Ochinorko. That would have just wrecked shop here. So he does combat training on the Bumblebot. That makes more sense to me. Maybe. Yeah, Bumblebot. And then swings with just the bot. Cyclone Rider. It's got a strong deck. Definitely got a strong deck. Yeah, alright. So he's just going to swing in. That makes complete sense. We're going to go down 13. Gets it back. We'll see if he lets us do this damage. He does. Okay, so next turn we really would like to find a resource. We could Blade Juggler into Fire Dancer. We could Blade Juggler into Silver Rook. Blaze Elemental is all kinds of bad. Combat. I would... What's he doing it on? The other Cyclone Rider. Or the Cyclone Rider. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. We're in a super bad spot. Yeah, full aggro. Yeah, we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. So no resource.
Those Blaze Elementals are like clogging up my hand.
Yeah, I hate it when I have that problem.
Right?
Unfortunately, my non-playable cards are clogging up my hand.
Oh, you are not gonna like this.
Alright, so... Blaze Elemental, another combat training. Yeah, I would definitely have played McBombus. Yeah, I definitely would have played McBombus with 3 freaking combat trainings.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rough. And you probably picked up the cleave that I saw. Yeah, this is just not even right on any level. Yep, no resource. Good game. Stuck on 3.
Ah, it's rough.
Alright, so 0-1. Natmares is coming in. Natmares, where are you? You are coming in. Yeah, it definitely did not go well for us. Natmares is coming in. Merciless Colors coming out. Or not Natmares. Blight Vines, I'm sorry. think Duskwing Scavenger could also be a decent pull here. Actually, no. We're gonna save it. Let's go. Well, good luck game 2, my friend.
Yeah, good luck.
Alright, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Good hand. Good hand. We got Vampire Kiss, so we got a formal removal. Ruby. Ember Tongue Scarn is okay. We don't have an elf for Blade Juggler to trigger Allegiance. So that could be a thing. Sapphire Shard comes out. Overbasher comes out. I think we swing, see if he blocks.
Ow.
So if we draw an elf, if he swings, we draw an elf. He can play an action, play his champion power, swing for 2, 3. We get an elf, we play a shard. Oh, he gets a duelist. That's not great. That is not great. Still has 1 resource. Combat training.
Again with the freaking Morgan McBahamas.
Yeah, you definitely are not a T at that. Well, this is interesting. I mean, this has Swift Strike, so obviously he can block here, or he can block with the Bumblebot. You know, he's going to take the damage. I think we just go with the resource play with the Juggler. Actually, no, it has speed. I am stupid. This has speed regardless. This has speed regardless. So cleave. I knew that cleave was somewhere. Knew it was somewhere.
Yeah, that was actually when I was hoping to go Ruby Blood, I swiped that.
Yeah, that's bad. Wow, that's an ass whipping right there.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
I literally have nothing, man. Like nothing. Even if I waited a turn for brilliance, you were gonna kill me. Yeah. Well, good for you.
All right, you want to move up to the main room?
Yep. All right, so that is us finishing.
Now we can get to hang out and wait and see. So what the main matchup is Havoc and Dinotropia, right?
Yep.
They're the...
Yep, Havoc and Dinotropia are the final match for the win. Then Hacky...
And Dino's up a game already.
Yeah. His deck is sick. Like, it definitely was something I couldn't handle.